Yeah, a letter to my son part 2. You ever look at your past in the mirror and finally nod like, yeah, I see you, but you don't know me no more? That's where I'm at. So, this one's for you. This one's for you, my son. Hey, listen. Young king, I see the way you watch life. Eyes sharper now, so tougher from strife. You got questions that mama can't fully define, like why my pops had to leave and become the man in his mind. Son, I was shackled by ghosts in the reflection, taught that pain was power and silence was protection. They handed me pride that was laced in poison, told me a man don't cry, he just handles his time. But that ain't the truth, that's trauma dressed in armor. And I broke that mold before it made me a martyr. I left to save the best version of me for you, not the one who teach you hate, but the one who could teach you truth. I don't need a block to back me or a pistol to prove that I'm worthy to lead. I need wisdom to move. So I'm here now, not perfect but cleansed. I ain't trying to raise a real one, I'm trying to raise a man who defends love, faith, his people, his peace. A man who won't fold when life bends his knees. We gon' make it, I believe, even when the world deceives. You my future, you my fire, son. You turn my wrongs to right. I see blood spilled over nothing, egos torn in the wind. I see men chase a legacy that they can't live to defend. But you? Nah, you ain't gonna inherit my sins. You're gonna inherit my healing, my grind, and my wins. I lost years to confusion, traded time for a mask, but I found purpose in silence and finally faced my past. When I sat alone, broken and staring at that wall, it wasn't just a sale, it was a call to be better, to rewrite my name, to break the chains that was made of generational pain. I know sometimes you ask why I wasn't there, but son, I promise my absence was my prayer. I prayed that my struggle would mean you ain't have to, that my fight with the mirror would birth the light in you. So don't copy my footsteps, study the road, and build the kingdom on peace, not a throne of control. If you ever doubt who you are, just look in the mirror and see me smiling back. Not because I want you to be me, but because you're becoming the man I thought I could be. They told me real men don't fold, but they ain't shown me how to stand. So now I fell 1,000 times just to learn to raise my hand. Not in violence, but in prayer, in peace, in truth, so I could hold you steady when the storm hits your youth. I want you sharper than that blade that cut me open, smarter than the traps that kept me from my future and broken. They gave me rules without reason, pride without peace, but you gon' walk in freedom. Real kings move with ease. Streets gave me scars, but they ain't give me soul. That came from your smile when I watched you grow. That came from the letters, the visits, the ache, the nights I couldn't sleep from all my past mistakes. But every sleepless hour carved lessons in my chest. Now I bleed wisdom, not war, yeah. I want that for the rest. I want your little sister to see what strength really means. Not fish, not fear, but a man who dreams. So if you cry, let it be a flood that feeds the ground. And if you rage, let it be to tear injustice down. And if you love, love bold, love without shame, because your last name is now built on change. We gon' make it, that's my truth. I found heaven raising you. You my reason, you my fight, you the day that healed my night. I love you, baby boy. I'm always gonna be here to the end. I'm always gonna do anything and everything you ask me to do to change, help you achieve any type of goal in your life. Anything you ever ask me to do, I'm always gonna be here for you, baby.